yards on that play. Nice stop. I hope you're keeping notes on what plays work and don't work. That wasn't a good first down. On play action, watch Hurts work. Right side, that's complete to Barkley. Kicking on 4. Not happening. Can't happen. Let that factor into your red zone strategy. Now Hurts. And he's out right around the 8-yard line. Make sure your timing is good if you throw it. Routes are more difficult to run with limited space. Running on 1st and goal. Barkley showing that tremendous strength. Run it on in, man. Dance on him a little while you in there, too. Got big boy chopping to do at that woodshed. But hurry back.
Hey, yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. They can't stop us.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First carry now for David Montgomery. 20. 5. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, 45 yards. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Fights through and now a crease. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Aiden Hutchinson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 48 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Hurts on the move to his left. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A give to Montgomery. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. In motion goes Patrick. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, and that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defense.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Carlton Davis picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The final shot before break here. Goff escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Goff now looking to throw. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Goff throwing again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Escapes the defender. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Goff now looks to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. He'll drop to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Gibbs diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. They go play action with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is caught at the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a gain of 35.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Play action. It's Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams.